Hello, hello. This is the My Artifact episode number 3447. Today's date is 10th of June 2025. It's been almost like a night at 11:34 p.m. Okay, yeah. Uh, Today is a really amazing day, and I wanted to talk about today. Okay, yeah. So, since couple of days ago, I was kind of like asking questions to myself regarding about building a app and kind of like assembly. If I build the app, what kind of like assembly business related question regarding about my app and things like that. Okay, yeah, because my application is a kind of like assembly a business. Okay, yeah. Okay, but the problem is that okay, I don't really have any app. I just have an idea, and it just like yeah, I don't know how to build the app. Like basically, almost like a year ago, I started building app. Okay, yeah, I try to learn some sort of code. Okay, but it's like very difficult for me. It's not really that difficult, but it's kind of that key. It kind of like a something in between my content creation. Okay, because I am also a content creator too, and it is really essential me to create the content because in the end I really required money. Okay, yeah, even if I make a app, I won't be able to earn money from my app. Whatever the money that I will gonna earn from my content creation. Okay, yeah. So obviously I have to be a bit more focused for content creation. So a year ago when I start coding, it kind of like a something in between my content creation process. So I decided that ki, let's drop this app development, focus on content creation. So I focus on that, and since then I never really kind of like a focus. I never really kind of like a look at the app development and things like that. Okay, yeah. But right now things are very different. Okay, yeah. What exactly happened? Okay, yeah. So right now means like that. Ki right now I'm really comfortable to create content. Okay, yeah. Like every day, I create two content. Yeah, like a two design, two reels. It doesn't really take that much effort for me. It took me an entire day to done two content, means two reels, two photos, designs, stuff like that. Yeah, and this is kind of like a something okay, means like that. If I'm creating today content for today as well as tomorrow, this is all the content that I'm doing today. Okay, because I'm creating two content per day. Okay, two reels or two videos per day. So because of this thing I am kind of like a little bit free. Okay, means like that the next day I don't really have any kind of like a somebody worry about my content creation, things like that, because I already previously, means yesterday I already created the content which is scheduled, so it's not really that problem for me. Okay, yeah. So I decided that ki, what if I would kind of like a start building my application. Okay, yeah. Now is 2025. Okay, yeah. And if you wanted to build application by just understanding the code and things and that, it didn't really work out. Yeah, it is not. Okay, yeah. And if you are try to learn the codes, you are like a really fucked up person. Okay, yeah. You have to use AI, chat GPT and things like that. These are AI tools are really good for kind of like building the codes and things like that. So yeah, I was kind of like a somebody looking at that. I was kind of like a looking that ki, how do I supposed to use AI to build the app and things like that. Okay, now there is a kind of like a somebody stuff that I found. Okay, the name of that app, sorry, name of that particular platform is wait, um, Reptile. Okay, Replit. 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 Okay, yeah. Replit. Replit is a kind of like a something AI agent platform to build the application and website. Okay, yeah. Let me focus on my word. I'm talking about AI agent. Okay, yeah. Now, what is exactly the AI agent? Okay, yeah, that is really cool concept. Let me tell you one thing regarding about what is exactly AI agent. Okay, yeah. So the AI tools that we already use. Okay, yeah, Chat GPT, um, ChatGPT, Gorg, or Perplexity, or like a DeepSeek. All those kind of are considered to be a AI tools. Okay, yeah, AI tools. Okay, yeah. These AI tools are kind of like a something understand the concept and try to give the answer as good as possible as you can. Means like that, if you provide the code, it kind of like a correct the code. Okay, yeah. If you kind of like want some sort of essay, it will create an essay. If you wanted to create an image, it will create an image. Okay, yeah. If you wanted to kind of like a research about something, it will gonna do the research and things like that. Okay, yeah. So this is called kind of like a simply AI tool. Okay, but let me tell you one thing. What is actually problem with the AI tool? AI tool is actually work only with one content that you are providing. It means that okay, if you just wanted to kind of like a simply want a essay regarding about the particular person, you just provide that write me the essay regarding about Subhash Chandra Bose. He will gonna write the kind of like a simply entire the essay regarding about the Subhash Chandra Bose. Okay, yeah, but there is a one problem. Yeah, if you kind of like a simply wants that key make me kind of like a simply application regarding about recording audio. Okay, yeah, it will not gonna make that thing because it is very different thing. Because when you want to create an app or kind of like a create a website, there is a multiple things actually happen. Means like that you are not only just a coding, you are coding in multiple files. Okay, yeah, like in app development, in there are multiple files like a Gradle files, Java files, Kotlin files. Okay, yeah, these are kind of like a files are combined to each other, and they are kind of like a perform action in a particular platform, in Android platform, and that action called application. Okay, yeah. So basically it's a kind of like a something the combination of multiple files work together to kind of like a something do a perfect thing. Okay, if you still not really understand, okay, let me give you the kind of like a something is this thing. Okay, imagine a factory. Okay, yeah, imagine a factory, and there are almost like a hundreds of labor who is actually working on that factory. Okay, yeah. If you ask any labor, okay, yeah, can you dig a hole? That particular person will dig a hole in that particular whatever the area that you want. Okay, yeah. But you just ask only one person, and that person dig the hole for you. Okay, yeah. But it is kind of like a something very. But if you wanted to kind of like a something that key, if you wanted to dig hundreds of kind of like a something something like you just say that key, dig the hole, add the motor, dig the hole at least like a 80 feet. Okay, yeah. Then there is a some sort of water that will get. Then put the pipe, add the motor. Okay, yeah. Add the motor means like that key, install the motor. Okay, yeah. And suck out the water from that particular hole, dig hole. Okay, as a whale, I'm talking about whale. Like a, I'm just asking that particular person that key, uh, create a whale. Okay, create a well, create a kind of like a vihir. Okay, yeah. Then that AI, sorry, in that particular person will not gonna do all the task. He will gonna do the digging first, then he will gonna do this thing. It is not okay, yeah. Because kind of like a somebody creating multiple things, one person cannot do that. Okay, yeah. And there is a AI agent games. What is actually AI agent? Kind of like a something similar, is it? But it's just like that ki you are commanding up, you are kind of like a giving the instruction to the only one person, that is called AI tool. Okay, yeah. You are giving the instruction to the multiple people, that is called AI agent. Means like that ki before that you are kind of like a giving the instruction to that only one guy to dig the hole. Okay, yeah, and he will gonna do that thing. But if you kind of like a give the instruction of hundreds of people and kind of like a say that okay, dig the hole, and I need a well, I need to, you need to install the motor and things, and I need a kind of like 100 feet of dig water and things, and that you just mention everything. Okay, then all the hundreds of people are kind of like a gather, they will execute the plan, they wanted to how they supposed to do it, and they will gonna do it, all the 100 people. those 100 people are called as a AI agents. Get it? Okay, yeah. So it means that na ki basically, if you kind of like a simply want a one person that establish a company, one person cannot establish the entire company, because it is not, he can't do that. Okay, yeah. But if you ask hundreds of people to establish a company regarding about making bricks, all those hundreds of people are gather and kind of like a simply create that particular industry and things like that. This is what kind of like a simply AI agent does. Okay, yeah. And this is what kind of like a something the last year I was kind of like something really problem, because last year means like that in 2024 I was kind of like a doing the app development through chat gpt and things like that. Like even if there is a kind of like a code is wrong, I try to correct that code in chat gpt, but there is a problem. Okay, yeah, that chat gpt is only correct the code from only one file. What about the rest of the file? Okay, and basically in android platform, like if I wanted to create an application for android, all the files in that particular apk should supposed to be run very smoothly. Okay, yeah. It's kind of like a something that na ki each file is kind of like a something gear. The one gear rotate, the another gear is rotated. Okay, yeah. They are all connected to the each other. Okay, yeah. So basically if I correct the only one gear, another gear will not going to rotate that much fluently. There is some sort of error is actually happen and things like that. The 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 communication the communication between all those gears or all those files are not really smooth. So that's why I was kind of like a failing multiple times to create the that particular perfect application and things like that. Okay, yeah. But this AI agent, like right now, just like this AI agent, today I use this thing. It was really good. Okay, yeah, because it kind of like assembly whatever the changes that you do in that particular application, that one change will kind of like a simply change in every single file. Like basically if I just decided that key change the font. Okay, yeah, so it not only changed the font in one single file, it changed the font in every single file in that particular project. And this was really good. This was kind of like something really great. And because of this thing, this AI agent is kind of like something making the file is so smoother, so efficient, that the app development is so much easier, that it just felt like a kind of like a tip of your finger. It's just like that you just have to prompt the thing, like make me kind of like an application regarding about the e-commerce website or e-commerce application. Okay, yeah, like Amazon. Let's just make me kind of like a assembly application regarding about e-commerce website like Amazon. It will create the entire website. Okay, yeah, like basically all those information, everything, every images that AI will generate that images and put that images into your application. It just kind of like a within almost like a 10 to 15 minutes regarding about whatever the prompt that you have that you put in and everything. It takes time and it will kind of like a make that particular app. Okay, yeah, which is really good. Okay, yeah. So today I was kind of like doing it that. Okay, this kind of like a reptile or replit. This word is like really difficult. Replit. Okay, yeah, replit. It's a very hard to understand this name Replit. Okay, this Replit is a kind of like a AI agent based platform to create the website and application. Okay, yeah. So I'm using this kind of like a platform to create my application. It worked really well. Like today I created the audio recorder application. Okay, yeah. um okay, but as I mentioned, all those goodies and everything that I already mentioned, they're like everything is really good, everything's really great. The app development is actually happened within a couple of minutes. It was good, but it was not that thing. Okay, yeah, like in reality there are a lot of different thing. Okay, yeah, means like that those are AI, artificial intelligence. Okay, yeah. And it's kind of like a something that ki AI is really good, like as we think that ki AI is really good in everything, but yeah, they need to learn. Okay, yeah. It means that na ki a kind of like a somebody, a child who is really intelligent, but you have to tell them how do you supposed to be right, or how do you supposed to do this thing, or how do you supposed to do that thing. It's a kind of like a giving the instruction to perform that particular task as well as it's possible. So this is what it is. So you just have to train that AI agent that what is exactly that you want, what is exactly your vision regarding about your app or your, like, how do you picturize everything. You just have to explain little by little, and it kind of like a change according to it, which is really good, which is kind of like a simply, I found that it's really great. Okay, yeah. So so basically is this thing, I not only create the application for Android, I also create the application for iOS too. Okay, yeah. So which is like a really crazy experience. So I will definitely gonna do this thing. By the way, it cost money too. Yeah, like a basically this reptile shit. The word of this application, Replit. Okay, Replit. So this Replit application is what I'm trying to tell you, yeah, is this Replit application is fuck, I forgot the word that I'm saying. How it price, yeah. The Replit application, the AI agent, is a kind of like it comes with expensive, like it's not come free. Okay, yeah, yeah, like basically it is little bit free, but you will not gonna make the entire application just by the free version. Hi, the some sort of thing will might gonna work, but still if you wanted to make the application, that means you just have to give the command multiple times. Okay, yeah. And obviously if you wanted to give the command to the AI agent multiple times, that means it really required a kind of like a something, the paid version. And yeah, definitely I buy the paid version. Okay, yeah. It cost me 1283 rupees, $15 by the way. Okay, yeah, in Indian price 1283. I was like really scared, should I supposed to pay that thing or not. Like I was like like I don't know how should I supposed to explain. I just kind of like a thing that I shouldn't supposed to pay that amount of money. But I don't really think that there is kind of like a some option that I have, because if I use another AI kind of like a things like a chat GPT, they will not that much efficient, because every time I try to correct the code, another code of file is kind of like a corrupt and things like that, and I will not gonna kind of like a somebody figure it out all those things, because I don't really have that much information regarding about app development. I don't know what is the actually meaning of this and that and what does it do. Okay, yeah. So I need a kind of like a something very smoother process to create the application with the stuff that I want. Okay, yeah. So, and basically 1280 rupees is not really that big number, or is not really that much big amount. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I paid that money, and it's actually for a month. Okay, yeah. In next month it will gonna charge almost like a 2000 rupees, because the first investment or first is a kind of like a something that 50% off, sorry, 43% off I get. It's a first time now, I would just think that. Okay, yeah. But I think now this application or this AI agent will really help me a lot to build my app and things like that, because of this thing I didn't really have any prior information regarding about how do I supposed to build the app and things like that, and still I make the app today. Okay, still I make the app today without knowing anything regarding about app development and things like that. So I think that now it's a kind of like a something a productive or kind of like a something that worth it for me. Okay, yeah. So basically if I use this thing every single day, means like that ki today I use it, tomorrow I will gonna work on my content creation, I will gonna create 2 more content, then day after tomorrow I will gonna work on this application, try to figure it out that ki how do I supposed to integrate with the Android Studio. Okay, yeah. Because in the end if I wanted to kind of like simply establish this app in Google or Play Store, I need a kind of like a simply Android Studio, because Android Studio is a kind of like a simply way that you can develop, or you can what is actually word for that, develop, not develop, it's a devote, no, not devote. They have kind of like a simply word, um, deploy. Yeah, deploy. If I wanted to deploy my app into the Play Store, Google Play Store, then I really required Android Studio. So that's why I just installed the Android Studio 2, which is really good, and it worked really well. Okay, I means like that the AI agent and the everything that they created this app this structure is kind of like a really helpful for Android Studio 2. So I don't really have to do anything at all. I understand little bit, like little by little, and I know. Okay, yeah. So regarding about the whatever the information that you have regarding about this AI agent and things like that, can you tell me how much time do you really require to make this app, or will you make this app or not? Okay, yeah, after all those things. Well, I can't say this thing right now, okay, yeah, because there is some sort of problem that I found. Okay, even if I have the AI agent which kind of like simply take care of everything, but there is a one thing that I might have problem is the database. Okay, yeah, because my application is really required a database, means people will gonna record their artifact, where that artifact will gonna save that artifact require kind of like something save in the cloud platform. Okay, so I need a kind of like a something database which is actually on the cloud. Okay, yeah. So this is one thing. Another thing is that key that access of that database is kind of like a very tricky, because right now the I know that the only database that they are using is its own database, means Replit database. I want that key Google database should supposed to be used. I don't know what is at least setting for that. I'm trying to figure it out. But as well as there is also another problem is that login with the Google. Okay, because I want that key people should supposed to be login with the Google. But this is not actually happening. There is some sort of error is actually happened, like a credential and things like that. So this is the thing that I have to be figure it out. Another thing is that storage. Okay, yeah. Yes, my application, the artifact, the recording should supposed to be saved in cloud. But one of the important thing is that key at the beginning when people will gonna record the artifact, that artifact will gonna save in their storage in their kind of like a simply phone storage, and then people will wanted to upload that artifact into the cloud. They will gonna do that after. Okay, so till then that artifact should supposed to save in their storage platform, so that kind of like only my application will access that thing without getting kind of like a something that key. Yeah. Okay, so yes, there is a lot of problem. Okay, yeah, I need to figure it out. But at the moment I might not gonna say that key will I able to make this app or not. Okay, yeah, if I'm being really consistent for at least like a maybe month or 2 months or 3 months, I might gonna add a little bit of improvement. I might gonna kind of like a deploy my app in the Play Store. But still I need to make sure that the whatever the problem that I will gonna face, I have to be face it like I don't know. Yeah, it's a lot of thing, but we'll figure it out. All right. Yeah. Okay, today I haven't really asked the question, by the way. Okay, yeah, let's just ask the question. Dude, I am getting so much amount of messages. पुढील तील तसा जिल्ह्यामध्ये काही ठिकाणी. Okay, like today I get so many messages. Like let me tell you one thing na, कि my message inbox are filled with so many companies message, so many, like I just can't even count how much that, because like let me tell you one thing what exactly happened. Okay, yeah. Usually is this thing, who is actually people will gonna message. Okay, yeah, the friend or the people around you वगैरह वगैरह वगैरह. Okay, yeah, but like let me tell you one thing na, कि the message inbox, like a default message inbox is actually filled with so many company message, there are so many company message that are giving me the this and that, this information, that information, just like fuck it. And today, yeah, let me tell you one thing what exactly happened. There is a really fucked up thing happened today. Okay, yeah. So I wanted to kind of like buy this AI agent program. Okay, yeah, like a reptile, not reptile, it's a Replit AI agent base platform to create app development and website. Okay, so this is kind of like a assembly program I wanted to buy. Okay, yeah, it cost me 1280 rupees. Okay, yeah. So I decided that I should supposed to be buy this thing from my SBI card, SBI debit card. Okay, So I put the details and everything. Then I realized that my card is not kind of like a something accessible for international transaction, because this is international transaction. I have to be paid in $15 rupees. Okay, yeah, dollar. It's an international transaction. So this is kind of like a very fucked up, that how do I supposed to do that thing. So I went to the SBI net banking and try to change the setting, this and that. And dude, SBI net banking is like so fucked up. It just asked me so many time of user interface. Sorry, it asked me username and password so many time, and literally just like that, na, ki after the 10 minute, it just automatically log out. Yeah, automatically log out. Okay, yeah. And then you just forgot what the fuck is happened. Then you put on the name. And basically, if you just kind of like a something attempt wrong, or if you just kind of like a misspell some sort of thing, you have only 3 attempt. Okay, if you fail 2 attempt, fail 1 attempt, and then yeah, your account is a kind of like a small lock for almost like a 24 hour. You won't be able to do anything at all, even if your password and username is correct. You can't access that thing. So it is like really fucked up. And after all those things, na, after I give the username and password, it still asks me the OTP. And there are so many OTPs are came, like literally legit. And after the OTP, they are actually asking me profile password name. Like like basically this app, this website has its 2 password with OTP confirmation. What the fuck. And every time if I want to just click there, they're kind of like asking me the OTP, asking me this, if asking me the profile password. Just like so fucked up, like legit fucked up. Okay, so then there is a choice, Yono application. Yono is a kind of like a something really equivalent to kind of like a do all those things without having the hassle of login and things like that. So I just install that Yono, and then rest of the thing is kind of like a happen really smoothly. But still, after all those things, my debit card is not able to kind of like a, some have have a give the international transaction. No, I can't do that. So then I have to be paid money from my credit card. Okay, yeah, I know it felt really wrong, but yeah, whatever it is. Okay, I just have to, yeah. And by the way, 1200 is not really that much big amount of money, but still, credit card is a thing that I don't want to use, because like if I just paid money, it kind of like comes with the interest, and I don't want to pay the interest. But still, I don't really have a choice at that time, and whatever. Okay, yeah. So this then I shouldn't supposed to be asked about the kind of like something question regarding about the, yeah, business and things like that. It's nothing really like, I'll just talk about like let's simplify what is actually the question and what is actually that. Okay, so question is that why should I consider taking a loan from nationalized bank? Oh wow, that is really good. Okay, yeah. If I wanted to, if I wanted to establish my business and things like that, it really required me to take a loan. Okay, and loan is a somewhat something really essential for me for surviving my company and things like that. So loan or investment is really somewhat essential. Okay, yeah. Obviously, investment is actually come from the people. Loan is actually come from the bank. Okay, yeah. So if I wanted to take a loan for my business or my application, which bank should I prefer? I will prefer the nationalized bank. Okay, yeah. Like there are so many nationalized bank in India, like State Bank of India, Punjab National Bank. Okay, yeah. These are kind of like a banks have a lower interest rate, and as also these are nationalized bank are meant to be kind of like a something such a bank where government is actually trust that bank. Okay, yeah, because there is a lot of government fund are actually involved in this particular thing, like this is the bank are really trustworthy. Okay, like Axis Bank is a private bank. Okay, yeah, it's not nationalized bank. Okay, yeah, but SBI is a kind of like a national bank. Okay, means like that so many people are trust this particular bank and things like that. So the fund and whatever the financial problem will gonna solve in this SBI thing, in SBI bank. So yes, okay, yeah, if I want to kind of like a some sort of loan, then I definitely want nationalized bank. But still, uh taking a loan and things like that, I don't know what exactly future are await for me. Like if there is a really essential for money, then probably at that time I might have to take a loan. But I have to make sure that I will not gonna take a loan from any private bank, even if the private bank are kind of like simply giving me these goodies and stuff like that. No, nationalized bank are kind of like simply go to things that I should supposed to be focused on that. Okay, whatever. So this is it. This then I should supposed to be end here, and thank you.